Today on Rappler. The Philippine Court of Tax Appeals acquits Maria Ressa and Rappler of tax evasion cases. Public officials and countries show support for the acquittal of Rappler's tax evasion cases. Senators ask whether it is about time to find a full-time agriculture secretary. Greta Thunberg is arrested for protesting the demolition of a village. China lets Marvel movies back in its cinemas. Luxury brand Valentino names BTS SUGA its new brand ambassador. And Careless Music founder James Reid issues a video apology after allegedly snubbing Cebu-based artists in his music festival. The Philippines Court of Tax Appeals acquits Nobel laureate and Rappler CEO Maria Ressa and Rappler Holdings Corporation of 4 charges of tax evasion filed in 2018 by the Duterte government. The Bureau of Internal Revenue alleged Rappler evaded tax payments when it raised capital through its partnership with foreign investors North-based Media and Omidyar Network. The victory ends more than 4 years of trial for cases filed in March 2018, 2 months after the Philippine Securities and Exchange Commission issued a closure order against Rappler on the false basis of the Duterte government's charge that it broke the law by being foreign-owned.
Today, facts win. Truth wins. Justice wins.
Current and former government officials welcomed the Court of Tax Appeals ruling that cleared Nobel Peace Prize laureate Maria Ressa and Rappler Holdings Corporation of tax evasion charges. In a tweet, former Vice President Leni Robredo expresses hopes for more legal victories for Ressa and Rappler. Senator Risa Ontiveros says the crackdown on Rappler, quote, only wastes government funds. Personalities from the militant Macbayan bloc also assert the legal challenge faced by Ressa and Rappler were bogus in the first place. Meantime, the governments of Canada, the Netherlands, and Denmark welcomed the Philippine Court of Tax Appeals decision. Co-chairs of the Media Freedom Coalition, the Netherlands and Canada, say the acquittal, quote, marks an important and positive step towards upholding the rule of law and media freedom. Senators Grace Poe and Coco Pimentel ask whether it is time to find a full-time agriculture secretary. Department of Agriculture senior officials face the Senate after miscalculations in onion demand and supply, late imports, unchecked smuggling, and the lack of cold storage facilities all work to push onion prices skyrocketing to historic highs. The DA is also facing rising egg prices and weathering shortages in salt and sugar.
Panahon na rin siguro talaga na magkaroon ng DA Secretary na aako sa kawalan ng aksyon sa agricultural crisis na ito. Asukal noong una, sibuyas naman ngayon, ihiring ata natin lahat ng kailangan sa kusina.
Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel agrees, saying the country would benefit from having an expert sit as Secretary of the Department. Climate campaigner Greta Thunberg is detained along with other activists during protests against the demolition of a village. Police say she was released after an identity check. Thunberg was held while protesting at the open-cast coal mine of Garzweiler 2, some 9 kilometers from the village of Lützerath in Germany, after police warned that the group would be removed by force if they did not move away from the edge of the mine. The village in the western state of North Rhine-Westphalia is being cleared to allow for the expansion of the mine. Activists say Germany should not be mining any more lignite or brown coal and should focus on expanding renewable energy instead. Thunberg says Germany is quote-unquote one of the biggest polluters in the world and it needs to be held accountable. Marvel Studios announces February release dates for Black Panther and Ant-Man sequels in China, marking the first time in nearly 4 years that the communist country has allowed Marvel movies into its cinemas. The loss of the Chinese market in recent years cost Disney tens of millions of dollars. Black Panther Wakanda Forever will arrive in Chinese theaters on February 7, followed by Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania on February 17. The February releases will be the first Marvel movies to play in Chinese theaters since Spider-Man Far From Home in July 2019. Box Office Mojo says the first Black Panther took in $105 million at Chinese theaters, while the second Ant-Man movie generated $121 million. BTS is taking over luxury fashion as member SUGA is named the new brand ambassador for Valentino. The Italian fashion house makes the big reveal in a social media post, saying SUGA, quote, reflects the values of the Maison and is chosen for his authenticity, creativity, and empathy. The post includes a photo of SUGA dressed in pieces of the Maison Valentino Essentials collection. SUGA is the latest BTS member to be tapped as the face of a luxury fashion house. His fellow member Jimin was recently announced as the global brand ambassador of French fashion house Dior. Arguably the biggest K-pop group in the world, the 7-member group debuted in June 2013. Careless Music founder James Reid issues a video apology after Cebu-based artists were allegedly snubbed during the 2-day event.
I want to give a special shout out and apology to the acts who weren't able to get on stage during Wavy Baby. With all the different technical requirements, the safety concerns, and missteps, I apologize to you guys as well.
The event was held between January 13 and 14 in Cebu. It featured both international performers and local artists like Pink Sweats, Ben & Ben, December Avenue, and Denise Julia. While ticket prices initially ranged from 2,770 pesos to 8,000 pesos, Reid announced free entry to the public on the first day of the event, which upset some fans. On January 14, some Cebu-based artists apologized to fans in separate statements, saying they are unable to perform on the first day of the music festival due to factors beyond their control. Careless PH, the organizers of the Music Fest, released a statement saying poor weather conditions in Cebu forced them to compress showtime and cut the artists from the initial performance lineup. And that's today's wrap. I'm Ralph Rivas. Thanks for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.